Hello and welcome to another one of these live streams. And technically, I'm doing it to explain a specific point in the game. Galaxy Wanted, right? Important question came up, why do I keep changing the battleships, the heroes? How do I figure it out, or at least partially figure out what I should do? And those lovely questions of Galaxy Wanted. So the first thing, let's look at these spaceships to understand why I keep changing them and make different selections. What is it based on? So as you can see, there are four main spaceships I usually use: the Dimension Hunter, Black Samurai, Ship of Theosos. I call it the recycle spaceship, not the restore spaceship. Recycling trash, kinda. Front row spaceship, Thunder. Right, so the group attack ship, if you look at its details when it's at level 150, pretty much it is the fastest ship that can attack the enemy. Okay, it causes a burning damage that can last for 3 rounds, and at the same time it increases the hero's attack critical for 2 rounds. Right, so I use it for speed of damage, not that much damage, but continuous at least for 3 rounds-ish, and increase a little bit of boost in attack and critical. Moving on to the Black Samurai. The Black Samurai is more of a steady, slower than the group attack ship. It's more tailored to causing more damage. We're talking about a couple of million when it attacks. And it reduces the enemy's armor by 30% and is gonna suck up 2% of their HP. And there's also the additional damage equal to 5% of their HP, and damage does not exceed 2 million. So pretty much it's for causing a good amount of damage, but it's gonna take a longer period of time. It also helps in increasing the attack and the HP of the heroes. It's the strongest in increasing the attack and HP and armor for the heroes. Now the next one is pretty much for restoring HP. If I'm in a battle and I'm dying too fast and I need an additional boost of HP, I would go with the Ship of Theosos, the Restore, the Recycle HP. Now the final one, Thunder. I use Thunder with an S. This one specifically, even if it's not upgraded to the maximum, causes a damage immunity point to the enemy. That damage immunity causes them to take more damage, especially if I'm hitting them by Toku. So when there's a strong enemy and I'm hoping to cause more damage with her pursuit, I would put Thunder. That's pretty much it can do for now, and it will target, I believe, one enemy hero. At level 90, it has more availability of doing more things than 120 and 150. All of that good stuff. But for now, it will attack only the enemy in number 1, and it will kind of increase the damage immunity for the team and decrease the damage immunity for the opposing enemy. So one is for speed and burning that lasts. Second one is for causing heavy damage, maybe for 1 or 2 heroes. Third one is for recovering HP when there's a need for more HP. And the final one is for causing more damage by causing a damage immunity vulnerability for the enemy. So that's how I would go about understanding the ships and using them. So if we go into Galaxy Wanted and then Galaxy Wanted and then layer 744, one of the first things you would do is actually look at the heroes that people used and if someone actually finished that layer before you. Now after you've looked at it, kind of understand the heroes and the lineups and why, and then you would look at the overall power of people, what they used. Next step is you would actually play the battle and watch it aside from entertainment purposes. It's to know exactly what happens in the battle, what exactly is being used. By being used, I mean what legendary talents, right? And what is the biggest issue in this battle, which is very clear, it's Jane and Fury Wave. Also that Savage Boy, Brute Hood. His issue, he has that savage direction of recovering HP, so he needs a couple of times to be attacked. And as we can see, the player here did fantastically well in enduring all the damage and Fury Wave's attack, and then he's gonna win. We can see here that Thinker is being used for increase of damage, immunity, and the shields. Cyber Ronin to increase Tuku's attack. Afra for HP recovery. And Einstein for resurrection just in case. An HP boost, I guess, transfer. He has the transfer ability. And Stormwalker, she increases critical and can do a good amount of damage if awakened to Immortal and prepared. By looking at the statistics of the damage, you can see Tuku has 435 million, while the rest pretty much are nothing except Cyber Ronin 18 million. And he used, or she used, the Dimension Hunter for this. Now I would remove the skip, enter into it myself. Go at first, use the same lineup. Maybe it will work, you never know. So, same lineup. We need Cyber Ronin. We add Cyber Ronin, and then we need Stormwalker, but it's not gonna be the same because of the difference of hero build and overall power. I'm using the legendary talent, the last one that creates shields. And then we can watch happily the difference of what exactly happens, who gets killed, what happens and what needs to be improved. Now definitely this lineup isn't worth even attempting it. So what I would do is remove these. I would add Q-pin for the increase in defense. Okay. Then I would add him, the bot, for reducing the armor of the enemy. Then I would add also Lady Ivy. In terms of twining, she can come in beneficial. Then I would go again and try the group attack ship and see the difference of result, and then realign it again after if I get defeated. By the way, also the Space Kong, that hero adds speed, alternative speed, which is needed for Tuko so she can attack more and faster. As you can see, it didn't really go so well. We're lacking speed and the ability to cause enough damage. We did twine at least the main ones we want to, but there's still a lack in damage. There's still a lack in causing damage. So the first thing we would do is switch positions and go to the restore spaceship. The outcome will be a little bit different, but I don't think it's gonna work directly. Okay, that point of it's not completed to the max and taken out Gonable means we need more speed. We need more speed. Okay, so we are requiring more speed. One of the things we can add is of course her in terms of speed and mixing and matching the positions. Storm Falcon has alternative speed, which she will add, and she will make Tuku faster in attacking. Now how you position Tuku also makes a difference, so we're gonna skip this one and position her again. And since that really didn't make a huge difference, we'll try to add Queen of Desert. which also comes in handy since we're looking at the Fury and how he causes damage. The thing that's fantastic about her is she will stop Fury Wave if he attacks her, as you saw. She stopped him. And at the same time, she increases the armor of the entire team by being put in the lineup. Then we're recovering HP, things are going okay up to a degree. We're decreasing their armor. And currently we're looking at the need to take them out as fast as possible. It's still going good up to a degree. Now we're going into the final ones, and that didn't work directly. Hi, I'm doing good. It's time for that video that I'm doing while streaming anyway, of explaining how I go about Galaxy Wanted. Now at this stage, you might wanna adjust your lineup and try again, and then watch the result. Change the spaceships and use the skip functionality, because you will need a couple of different attempts until Toku fully wipes them out. Fully. That's what we want. Eventually it will work, and it might be beneficial to put Einstein into position 2. Depends. We're gonna see, which will probably fail anyway here. Now it's time to go with the fast route of skip, and we might have to change one hero. So we will see, depends. And we notice the damage: 209, 108 million, 187, 161, 219. Okay, let's put Einstein as number 1 and Lady Ivy as number 2. That's 140, 177, 280, 82. Now at this point we're still not getting our desired win. That means we're kind of missing something. So let's remove him, Thinker, and let's add the Fury, our weak Fury. And let's try again. Now we went down to 75, 176, 97. That means we don't need the Fury, actually. When we want more damage. Okay, let's add Lucas. 104, 147, 31. Lucas isn't really at the right direction of being added. Then we would try another hero. And yes, it's a long process. It's a long one. 187, 69, 80. And at this stage, it's time to try the vulnerability edition and also different heroes. For instance, we might use Silas to attack Fury Wave and reduce his damage. We're looking at 98, 50, 68, 69. Not exactly working the way we want it. We need something that speeds up our heroes more. Let's add Kong. Yeah, definitely I'll give you my thoughts on the new character. For now we're trying to beat 744 while showing exactly what I do. And at some point when I get stuck and keep trying different spaceships and different heroes based on what I see the heroes need, it's time to change the legendary talents and the artifacts. And that would be actually the final point of different changes I would do. And eventually it works by just increasing the team's overall power. And sometimes you need more armor, other times you need more speed. It kind of depends on the battle and what exactly is needed. So if we're talking about the need for speed, That would be Space Kong or Storm Falcon. If we're talking about debuffing them, that would be Valkyrian, Mega Valkyrian. If we're talking about the need to increase damage immunity, that would be Julian. And there is not a huge difference by adding her to the battlefield. Other times I would just put Toku in the front line, which isn't advised, so she gains more faster speed of attacking. And pretty much it carries on and on of doing this and trying different heroes just to get to the point of we have the right lineup, and then removing the skip functionality and watching exactly what happens in battle so we can align based on this. So removing the skip functionality will get you back to watch the battle. While you're watching it, right, you can see what exactly happens and what is the difference. Now we're going into attacking the second enemy and taking him out faster, and Fury Wave going crazy Psycho Land. And that's exactly the issue that's stopping us from winning. That direction of him going Psycho. Right. Let's try to change the positioning of where Einstein is, because we need him to stop the Fury. Unfortunately, by changing the position, we also lose the points of pursuit, which isn't always dependable. By losing the pursuit and it not being dependable, we're not getting the full attack until we reach the second. Here it goes. Okay, now we wish he gets twined, because him being twined is exactly what we need. Okay, somehow we survived that. And we survived the second one, and we didn't survive the next one. And at this stage, it's still acceptable how the lineup is. We just might need to arrange it a little bit and then keep on trying and trying. Maybe adding a different variation of a hero that can stop him, which probably will be the Queen of the Desert. And then you would just keep on going until you actually win. It might be beneficial actually to change the artifacts for the heroes at this stage, because he's furious and doesn't want to be stopped so easily. And you will keep on continuously battling, and at some point a miracle will happen and you will win. And that's exactly how the direction of going at Galaxy Wanted will be. Another thing you might try is actually trying different lineups, but do notice the difference in overall power. So let's just give it one last attempt before we go into changing the artifacts. Okay, so when it comes to Fury Wave and changing the artifacts, first we would go into Lady Ivy. She's number one in our number one. Artifact wise, if you look at the guide, she'll benefit from original time, which is always advised actually to give her original time. It allows her to gain more energy faster and use her skill, and she is at immortal without the awakened skill, not yet. Relic wise, bye bye. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is choose the super shield. Selfless Guardian, we want her to recover HP. Overprotection, or let's try overprotection first, and then rush offense. No, sorry, not rush offense. We would go with defensive barrier to increase the HP. Casting shields. Right, so that's the first one, and we give her original time. Our next dude, we're gonna give him, let's see, what would benefit him. I want to give him Blessings of the Prophet, but it's not gonna be exactly what we would want. So let's give him Wings of Angel. Let's see, yeah, Wings of Angel can work for him, which I prefer not to, but let's give it anyway. Okay, so that's 2 out of the mix. For Q-Pin, let's see what we can give him. Let's give him Braveheart to recover HP. Right, let's move into the next hero. Let's give you Ring of Oracle, even though there's nothing specific I want to give you anyway. So Toku might remain, we might keep her with Eden Space, or we can equip her with Blessings of Prophet, but that will slow her down, so that's not advised. Then we would go into Galaxy Wanted and see what remains. Q-Pin isn't in this battle, we removed him, so we have 2 that remain in this battle. First we have the frontline striker, fully without anything. We will give him Eternal Soul. And let's just equip something for him for now. Let's leave this point for now. So next, Super Shields. No, let's make it Precise Strike. And then Titan Killer. Okay, remains 1, which is the Queen of Desert. I'm debating what to give her, but I think Braveheart is better given to her for now. And for Einstein, maybe I'll just give him... yeah. Fictional Reality. Okay. For you, let's try with Original Time, and then we might change it to Blessings of the Prophet. We're gonna select the dimension attack, group attack ship. We're gonna go into battle, we changed the talents and we kinda equipped different artifacts to them. Okay, we're looking at the direction of wanting to see what difference will it make at this stage, so we can align it again and see exactly which direction should we go about exactly. Okay, so we're gonna see that this should be better as a lineup, where the Queen of Desert is in number 2, Kong is in number 3, and then a redo will be needed. And boom, we have 3 casualties. And the Fury was stopped at that point. Technically the direction is you need to tangle the Fury or kill him before he gets to the, I guess, the end of round 2. So that will require ultimate speed and a better alignment of how he attacks actually, hero by hero. Right, since we actually are more interested in Toku surviving above all, at this stage we'll have to give her the Blessings of the Prophet. We lost a lot of HP and a lot of attack and many things. So the direction would be to notice how he attacks and align it based on that somehow. At least try. And he would go about it again and again and again. in a direction of taking them out. And we can see her pursuit didn't really activate that much here, so we tried it again. And yes, actually, at certain stages, I have to do this, all of it. And at some point, you just need to accept your losses until you power up more. As we can see, the Fury is very Fury. It doesn't get tangled. So at some point, since he's not gonna get tangled, we need someone to deal with him directly. Which Einstein is, which putting Einstein here and here, we take you out. We put in Silas to attack him. Putting someone like Jane might be beneficial in terms of freezing them, and they really need to be frozen. Yes, Jane is legendary. And you keep at it again and again. We might need to take out the time stone from Lady Ivy and put it back on our lovely boy Silas, because it's not fair. We need him to attack from the beginning. And pretty much, not to bore you, but this is exactly what happens in every single time of going about a stage in Galaxy Wanted that's advanced. Yeah, he is, but the main point is there is ways to deal with him, including Einstein and other heroes. The thing is, think of Galaxy Wanted for me now as I'm free, I'm bored, right? And I just need to look up the data, look up which heroes, which artifacts to switch, power up a little bit from time to time, and eventually I win. So it's not really, oh, I'm stuck, what should I do? No, it's okay. It's actually very much okay. And for now, I'm not gonna even carry on because I need to look up a little bit of how to take him out easier. But eventually, like all the stages in Galaxy Wanted, it all gets cleared out. Take back your Ring of Oracle. It all gets cleared out and it's okay.
There is only one thing I am loyal.
Anyway, putting back what belongs to everyone that was taken from them. Have back your Blessings of Prophet. Take back your Brave Heart. Keep the fictional reality to yourself. Have back your Eternal Soul. You have your Primal Power? Yeah, you have it.
What tranquilizes me?
Let's put on you Fatal Judgment for now, even though you don't need it at this stage. Okay, who remains? Yeah. Take your Wings of Angel. Okay, we're back in how we started, and that's pretty much how I would go about Galaxy Wanted. There's also one important point or note you need to look at: the level of the heroes used. So we have 391, 377, 395. You might think that the level doesn't really matter, but it does actually. It does. Every time you level up all your heroes. So their statistics, this increases. So whether you like it or not, the level plays an important role. That's why you're stuck at certain Galaxy Wanted until you level up enough and increase your overall power and attack. So for now, let's just call it a day. I've already gotten fed up of doing Galaxy Wanted. This carried on from 7:15 in the past week up until now. From 7:15 we've reached 7:44, and I beat actually 7:43 today. Andrea, as you can see, I've had too many experiences with Fury, Wave, and Light and Andrea. 7:42, and then you'll find him back at, he's worse. Van Helsing is worse than Fury. You'll find him 7:35 or something. So it's always the same. It's always the same. Meeting him again and again and again, he powers up, becomes more strong. You have to take him out again and again. Okay, so moving on to the question that was asked. Sorry for the delay. What do I think of the spectacular witch? We actually need to... Yes, okay. So the spectacular witch, aside from she's from darkness, she's from Meg, which is always something good. By the way, if you ever get that survey of which hero you would like to see next, always select the Meg hero, because they're very strong. Whether you like it or not, they're the strongest heroes aside from the God universe. Let's look at her statistics because I didn't read it before. She summons a powerful blah blah blah, 180 attack. So she follows the direction of stacking, just like Valkyria does. Okay, so she plants stacking, that's bombs that explode when they become... Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, so she attacks damage equal to 100%, 180% of her attack to all the enemies. That's the core skill, that's her special skill, right? She does the stacking just like Valkyria does. And each stacking explodes, dealing damage to equal 60% of her attack. That's additional to the attack itself. And when an enemy has five stacks, 5 times stacks on him, an additional extra explosion will happen, dealing 100% damage to him. So the Ghost Kiss has 3 types of damage all in one. First, it's the original Ghost Kiss attack. Second is the stacking direction that causes damage for 2 rounds. And the third, when the enemy has 5 times stacking on any of the heroes, the enemy, another explosion will happen. So sustain the damage, continuous sustain the damage, pretty much aligns correctly with that. She can recover HP. She's immortal, I think she's a necromancer. She's crazy. She can recover HP equal to 120% of her attack. The attack she does. And she uses CC, crowd control. She gains 6% Sunder for 2 rounds, stacking up to 8 times. By the way, if you're asking what is Sunder written here, that's damage immunity. That's damage reduction. So she can reduce the damage she takes and stack it up to 8 times. So 6% times 8 for 2 rounds. Nice. The final one, she casts a skill, releases 2 ghosts that deal damage equal to 150% attack to 2 enemies. Passive CC immunity. So she has immunity from being controlled. Passive CC. She's not gonna control the enemy. It's to increase her effective resistance to being controlled. Amazing. She deals damage equal to 150% of the attack at full attack number to 2 enemies. So she's not 1 hit attack for 1 enemy, she's 2. She recovers HP, and at the same time she can do stacking and do more damage that carries on in different rounds. She also can do CC crowd control of reducing the damage she takes by using the Sunder, which is damage immunity pretty much, up to 8 times. By stacking for up to 8 times, I think it means you'll be able to use it in the entire battle. Yes, she is worth the battle, yes. She is worth the money. You'll be able to use it 8 times for the entire battle. Each time will last for 2 rounds, because in any case it's 15 rounds, right? So as soon as it's activated and she's still alive, it will carry on for the entire battle with an increase of 6% damage immunity reduction of damage taken. Is she worth it? 100% she is. She's more of a support, by the way. Even though she can cause a huge amount of damage, she'll need another heavy hitter with her and someone to smooth things up. I'm guessing she would work perfectly well if you add Medusa and you add
What
the
tranquilize?
God Slayer and you add Saint Matthew and Fury Wave and finally Forest Avatar. She would be extremely sweet in what she can do. Yeah, so that's my full opinion. She's a very good hero. She is worth the money, but how much money? That's the question. What's the percentage of her? That's a very terrible percentage. Less than 1%. 0.67. That sucks. And we're looking at 150 draws. I already did 20, so remaining 130 to get her. 130. Ooh. 130 remaining summons. At 25 there's another 5. Let's see. For unlocking all rewards you need to consume 24.99. You'll get one copy of her and you'll get the portrait that you can use for your profile. 70 summon scrolls which can be beneficial in the overall target. You should actually, let's see, is she on only one side or is just they added the portrait? Stingy. You should have added another copy of her in the advanced. Oh, there is. Okay, so you're gonna get 2 copies of her if you unlock this one. Just ignore this, it just shows the advanced quest rewards. You'll still have the basic rewards. So 2 copies equal you can take her to Excellent Plus. So pretty much you're gonna end up with Epic Plus. Let's see. Purchase experience for level 1. Value deal. Purchase experience for level 30. Okay. Anyway, so let's say you get 70 from here. Always that issue. And here you'll get 2, 4, 6, 10, 20. This is a total of 20. 90, 100. That's almost 100. How are we gonna make up the difference? How to make up the difference? You're gonna have to spend more money. I don't think even buying the advanced quest would be enough to get the 150. You'd still be lacking summoning scrolls. So you're gonna need this one, but it's still not gonna be enough. So the final thing you would go at, I guess, is the value deal, the 24.99. So that would be a total of 50 USD. 50 USD. Yeah, so to actually get her, and she'll be at Epic Plus Awakening, you're gonna need the 50 USD. One purchase here, another purchase here, that's 50. One you will be able to buy it anyway, this one times 3. And I guess I don't think you're gonna need more, but you're gonna have to collect these also. And that would be it. 50 USD equals getting her to Epic Plus. Hope you enjoyed that calculation. The daily 199. let's look at which one of the daily 199, because there's a number of them. Are you talking about the common summon scrolls 199, or this one, the daily boutique pack 199? Which one specifically? I'm gonna just go over all of them that have 199 anyway to ease it. Is this worth buying? Yeah, no one will tell you no, because it's kind of acceptably cheap in its price. The 7 days, 7 day for her. 7 days. Oh, this one. Okay, got you. Yeah, I would say yes, it's worth buying, and I think I calculated it before. It's almost 30 USD. 30 USD. You would just go by 2 times 7, I believe. Maybe I calculated it wrong. Don't remember exactly how I calculated it. So you have 2 USD, and then another 2, 2, 2, 2, and another 2, and another 2. So it's 2 times 7. That's supposed to be 14 in the first place, not 30. Okay, so I guess for 14... Oh, you actually get this also. That should be actually added into a direction if someone wants to spend less money and go for her instead of... But it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. You would actually just unlock the advanced here and then buy this one and then see. I think that should be enough with all the other ways of getting scrolls, summoning scrolls. Here is 3, here is 20, and this will also give you, and the final one will give you 20. I guess that should be enough just to spend directly the 24.99, and then this one. Kinda less than 50, but still close, so it doesn't really make a huge difference. Anyway, this one is worth buying because you'll get 5 summon scrolls for the Spectacular Witch, and you'll get, how much of it? 5. You'll get 5 of the 4 faction S plus hero shards choice chest. Why, if you buy one, it's preferred you buy all of them? Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it anyway, but I'll show you. This is the 4 faction S plus hero shards. When you have 50, that's it. You pretty much will select the hero, and with 50 shards, you'll be able to summon him directly. So yeah, it is worth it, but you're gonna have to do the 7 days for 50 shards. And that's a faster and easier way to get an S plus hero actually by spending 14 USD. Because at the end of going at the 7 days, you will get the hero actually. You will get one S plus hero from these heroes. It can be the Fairy of Music, Moonlight, whatever hero you select. So yeah, it is worth this specific one, yes. Anyway, moving up along, and we're talking about 20. I wish I could purchase it, but I'm not gonna do that. Need to consider how you... there's a video on a channel, on the channel, that shows how to go to the website of the game and purchase the red diamonds, and that will give you the ability to use them as in-game currency. I would highly advise that you watch that video. And it also explains that you get an extra amount of red diamonds, 5 USD for an additional 5 USD, and 10 USD for an additional 10 USD. If you haven't purchased from their website, pretty much, let's say this is 14. If you purchase the 10 USD, you'll get 20. So you'll actually get more for trying to buy the entire set of chests with a smaller amount than 14 USD. After that, the bonuses go for the 5 USD and the 10 USD. It is just one purchase. Mark my words on this point because people have screwed up that point. The website and the video, definitely I will reshare it after the stream. Don't worry about it. But please be careful in spending money and do not use your credit card or debit card. Try to use something other than that to pay for their website for the purchase. Safety first. Anyway, let's just do it. We have day 1. Now we have to wait until day 2, which sucks. Fine. It's not really gonna show you got anything in the mail, by the way. Bye, it will just automatically add itself. Yeah, so we got the summon scrolls 5, now we have 10. Let's do another, and now we're at 30. Useless. And yeah, we have day 1, remaining day 2, 3, blah 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 blah. The good point you need to remember when you actually do that, you accumulate recharge points. So you can claim the rewards by accumulating them. The interesting thing is the more you spend, the more you can see the rewards will pile up for accumulating. Oh wow, it's Makina Alpha, Forest Dancer. That's how heavy spenders get all that good stuff. As you can see, the list carries on and on for everything you can imagine. Wow. Wow, look at that. Spend the money. You'll get the you'll get the rewards. So yeah, during events you can accumulate recharges, which is spending money to get awesome gifts. How awesome? You have to find out. And also, if you go to the persistence gift, when you recharge, it can unlock at a certain limit, and you can just collect it. You of course have to buy something from here, and that's how you collect it. So if I do this, which I don't have enough diamonds now anyway to do, it will accumulate here, and then it will unlock, and here it just follows a nice direction of stuff you already are aware of. Nothing unique, nothing special. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the spectacular witch. Other than this, when I have the trial lineups and they unlock, I'll definitely share it in our group and on the Facebook page and the YouTube. Our group is the Discord group in the first place. There's also these lovely things full of rich rewards. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, while I'm still at it, any questions? Oh, I actually have a question for anyone who's watching currently. Since the new gameplay is gonna start for the Yu-Gi-Oh game, Yu-Gi-Oh, which day do you prefer actually that the videos are posted for playing that game? If you're unaware of what I'm talking about, on community on YouTube, I've shared details related to that game, a video, and different things. I still haven't shared the link directly if someone wants to install it. But the main point is we're adding another game to the channel, and hopefully a next one, and a one next it after that, and so on. So the days I kind of selected range from a selection Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I'm looking at a specific date because usually the schedule has too much of epic heroes. Save yourself, not the animals. 0. So, any thoughts on the day of selection? Come on, you can do it. Day selection for posting the video or videos related to the new game. Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. Fantastic. Fantastic. So actually I will share the link for the game. It's on Google Play and it has cooperation mode, co-op mode. So different people can actually team up together in playing it, which will be fantastic. The main point is which day would be more preferred. We need all those rewards. Sunday. Yeah, sounds good. No one is free that much on Sunday, so yeah, sounds good. Sunday it is. And yeah, that pretty much is, well, everything related to today's gameplay. Whenever you're stuck in Galaxy Wanted, since that was the main theme, just gonna go back to that. Whenever you're stuck in Galaxy Wanted, I will check. I think there is already a version for it for iOS, but I'll double check on that after the stream. Also, you wanted me to share the top up the red diamonds. Yeah, I'll share both. Hi, hi, hi. 25109 Ellie stream big fan. Hello. Alright. Since we're wrapping up, wrapping. Whenever you're stuck in Galaxy Wanted, which will happen many times, do look at the previous bosses, the heroes. That's the lineup pretty much. The overall power that's next to the hand that looks like thunder, and the awakening level. Then play the video so you can actually see what talents are being used exactly. See that little glimpse I just saw? Thinker is using the shields, that's the number 2 in the first talent, and Einstein is using the defensive barrier, the last skill in the legendary talent. So I just noticed this by just watching it being used. One of the things I really dislike is bots, and annoyance of bots. And the answer is Kukuwawa. This is my answer. Cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. 25, blah, 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 blah. Go get a life. Go get a life. Kukuwawa, back to you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll share the details I talked about. And definitely I'll see you in the next video. And one last thing I would like to share. Ellie, bye bye.